Germany arrived at this World Cup saying the failures of 2018 and 2022 were finally behind them. Then Paraguay dragged them into a fight, survived 120 minutes, and broke the one German strength that almost never failed: penalties. A four-time champion is going home in the round of 32. But how did Germany lose control of a match they were expected to win? Germany did not enter this game as a team fighting to survive the group stage. They had already won Group E. They had scored 10 goals in 3 matches, tied for the most by any team in the group stage. On paper, that looked like progress. 7 of those 10 goals came in the opening win over Curaçao. Germany then needed 2 late goals from substitute Deniz Undav to beat Ivory Coast 2-1. In the final group match, Ecuador came from behind and beat Germany 2-1. That defeat did not stop Germany from finishing first, but it showed that this team could lose its shape when a match became physical and tight. They opened the tournament with a 4-1 loss to the United States. They then beat Turkey 1-0 despite playing the whole second half with 10 men. A 0-0 draw against Australia was enough to send them through as one of the best third-place teams. Germany were ranked 10th in the world. Paraguay were ranked 41st. Germany had 4 World Cup titles. Paraguay had never reached a semi-final. Everything pointed one way. That is exactly why the first half mattered so much. Paraguay did not try to play Germany's game. They sat in a compact 4-5-1 shape, blocked the middle, and forced Germany to move the ball from side to side. Germany had 78% of the ball in the first half, but possession did not create safety. It created a false sense of control. Then, in the 42nd minute, Paraguay struck. Miguel Almiron played a sharp left-footed pass between Alexander Pavlovich and Nathaniel Brown. Matias Galarza moved onto it and sent a cross into the box. Julio Enciso was left free. He met the ball with his head and beat Manuel Neuer. One clean move had cut through Germany. That goal did more than make it 1-0. It changed the pressure inside the stadium. Germany now had to attack a team that was already happy to defend. Paraguay could drop even deeper. Every missed German pass gave Paraguay more belief, and Germany went into halftime with nearly all the ball, but none of the control that mattered. This was the first major warning. Germany were not losing because Paraguay had created chance after chance. They were losing because Paraguay understood the match better. Germany needed a fast answer, and they found one. In the 52nd minute, Florian Wirtz delivered a cross toward Kai Havertz. Havertz got enough contact on the ball to guide it past Orlando Gil. Germany were level at 1-1, and it looked like the favorite had finally opened the door. But that door never fully opened. Germany kept pushing, yet the attacks stayed slow and crowded. Paraguay protected the center, won second balls, and refused to leave easy space behind their midfield. Germany could reach the final third, but they struggled to turn that position into clear chances. A strong attack does not just keep the ball. It forces defenders to turn, run, and make hard choices. Germany often allowed Paraguay to stay facing the ball. The defenders could see the passes coming. They could hold their line and wait for help. Nagelsmann had started Deniz Undav instead of Jamal Musiala. The choice showed that Germany wanted a more direct threat near goal, but the team still lacked speed in the spaces around Paraguay's box. Musiala later entered, yet Germany still could not find the winning action. The match moved into extra time, and then came the moment Germany thought had saved them. In the 102nd minute, Jonathan Tah headed in a corner from Nathaniel Brown. German players celebrated. Paraguay looked beaten. For a few seconds, Germany appeared to have escaped. Then the video review began. Officials ruled that Waldemar Anton had pushed goalkeeper Orlando Gil to the ground before Tah made contact. The goal was removed. The score stayed 1-1. Germany had gone from celebration to frustration in seconds. Paraguay had gone from the edge of elimination to another chance. With every minute that passed, the match moved closer to the one place where Germany's name carried huge weight, the penalty spot. For decades, Germany had been seen as the team that did not break in shootouts. Before this match, they had won 6 of their 7 shootouts at major tournaments. They had won 6 straight since losing the 1976 European Championship final to Czechoslovakia. At the World Cup, Germany had never lost a shootout. That record was about to fall apart. Kai Havertz, Nick Woltemade, and Jonathan Tah all failed to score their penalties. Paraguay goalkeeper Orlando Gil made 2 key saves. Paraguay even allowed Germany back into the contest after losing a 2-kick lead, but the Germans could not finish the comeback. Manuel Neuer saved Fabian Balbuena's penalty when Paraguay had a chance to end it. That save should have changed the mood. Germany had been handed one last opening, then Tah stepped forward in sudden death. He sent his shot high over the crossbar. Now Jose Canale had the chance to finish it. Canale had not started either of Paraguay's first 2 matches at the tournament. He was only in the starting team because defender Omar Alderete had been injured in the draw with Australia. Canale scored. Paraguay won the shootout 4-3. Germany were out. That final kick created history on both sides. Paraguay became the first team ever to beat Germany in a World Cup shootout. Germany, the nation linked with cold control from the penalty spot, missed half of its 6 attempts. Shootouts always contain risk, but Germany had already failed to settle the match in 120 minutes. They had far more of the ball. They had the deeper squad. They had players used to Champions League pressure. Yet Paraguay kept the score level, forced Germany into the most stressful finish possible, and then handled that pressure better. The title says Germany crashed out, and the word crashed fits because this was not one small mistake. It was a chain of failures. Germany failed to stop the move for Enciso's goal. They failed to turn possession into enough danger. They failed to make the most of their second-half equalizer. They lost an extra-time goal because of a foul. Then 3 players failed from the spot. In 2014, Germany beat Argentina in the final and lifted their 4th title. In 2018, they went out in the group stage. In 2022, they went out in the group stage again. The match against Paraguay was Germany's first World Cup knockout game since that 2014 final. They finally returned to the knockout rounds, but lasted only 1 match, so yes, reaching the round of 32 was better than the previous 2 tournaments, but that is a very low standard for Germany. A team with this history does not measure progress by simply surviving the group. Julian Nagelsmann admitted the result was not enough for German football. He said the team had not done enough at the tournament to make people celebrate. He also said Paraguay's deep defense made the game hard, but he did not hide behind that fact. Germany did not score enough, and the exit hurt. Still, Nagelsmann made one thing clear: he does not plan to resign. He said he is not someone who runs away. He wants to continue if the German Football Association still supports him. He also knows many people in Germany will now want a change. That sets up the next major question. Was this loss caused by one terrible night, or does it prove Germany's rebuild is still failing? Nagelsmann has now led Germany at 2 major tournaments. Across Euro 2024 and this World Cup, his team has won only 1 knockout match, against Denmark at the home European Championship. Germany can produce strong spells, score heavily against weaker teams, and show young talent. But when the match becomes tense, the team still struggles to control the key moments. There will be questions about team selection. There will be questions about why Germany moved the ball so slowly against a low defense. There will be questions about penalty preparation. Most of all, there will be questions about whether the players fully believe in Nagelsmann's plan when the first plan stops working. For them, this was one of the greatest nights in their World Cup history. Before this match, Paraguay had played 5 World Cup knockout games and had failed to score in all 5. Their only previous knockout victory came in a penalty shootout against Japan in 2010. They later lost to eventual champion Spain in the quarterfinals. This time, Enciso scored. Gil saved. Canale finished the job. There was also a piece of revenge inside the result. Germany and Paraguay had met once before at the World Cup. In the 2002 round of 16, Germany won 1-0. Nearly 24 years later, Paraguay returned the pain in a far more dramatic way. The reaction showed what the win meant. Fans celebrated across Asunción. Paraguay's president declared the next day a national holiday. Coach Gustavo Alfaro praised his 26 players as warriors. Paraguay will face the winner of France against Sweden in the round of 16 on July 4th in Philadelphia. They will enter that match with less fear and more belief because they have already removed one of football's biggest names. Germany will leave with the opposite feeling. They entered this World Cup trying to prove that 2018 and 2022 were painful accidents. Instead, 2026 has now joined them. The round was different, but the ending was the same. Germany leaving far earlier than expected. A 1-1 draw does not look like a collapse by itself, but the full story does. Germany controlled the ball and lost the match. They equalized and failed to build on it. They thought they had scored in extra time, but the goal was removed. They reached the shootout with the strongest penalty history in World Cup football, and that history ended in 6 kicks. Paraguay did not steal the victory. They built it through discipline, patience, and nerve. Germany had more status. Paraguay had the clearer plan. Germany had the famous shootout record. Paraguay had the final scorer. And after another night that will be remembered for all the wrong reasons in German football, the truth is now impossible to avoid. Germany did not just lose to Paraguay. Germany just crashed out of the World Cup.